Hey, what's up, everybody? It's about 1:54 a.m., which makes it Thursday morning, February 4th, 2010. And I'm here to, well, first of all, I'm going to let you know this is not a review. Um, this is not a review or anything because I don't have the issue yet, even though I've resubscribed today, or yesterday, I should say, for 12 months with an additional 13th issue free, if you will, to the Sonic comic book by Archie Comics, the main Sonic comic book. And I'm basically here, and if you don't want to hear this, turn it down because it's spoilers that concern the ending of 209. Now, like I said, I don't have the issue, but I read about the ending on the Mobius Wikipedia site, or Mobius Encyclopedia Wikipedia site, as well as the Mobius Forum and some other sites. But like I said, if you don't want to find out what the ending is yet, turn it down, turn down the volume. But if you want to be intrigued and probably start thinking of how this is going to work out in the upcoming issues, go ahead and listen. And if you like to be spoiled, go ahead and listen anyway. But here's the deal. As you probably know, in 208, Nicole was taken over by the Iron Queen, and thus became Iron Nicole. However, this lasted only for about 2 issues. I should say maybe issue and a half, because I believe for the later half of 209, Sally and Sonic being transported into the digital realm of New Mobotropolis. Sally, well, in there was, along with Sonic, Sally was able to use the digital, I guess some kind of control that she would have in the digital world that Rhoda told her about, and she was able, I guess you could say, like magic, build a firewall over her and Nicole. Now, what happened when she built this firewall is Nicole reverted back to her former self, and by doing so was able to strengthen her defenses and make herself immune to any more advances or any more control that the Iron Queen would try to have. Nicole is, even though I guess an AI, as they put it on the Encyclopedia Wikipedia Mobius site, even though an AI is unfamiliar with such emotions, Nicole basically is furious. She's mortified. In other words, Nicole is pissed off that the Iron Queen did this to her. So, overall, basically, um, her and Sally both agree that the best thing to do right now is for Nicole to continue under the disguise of her Iron Dominion appearance. In other words, act as a spy while Sally, Sonic, Tails, and Ken, or Monkey Kong, go to the Dragon Kingdom and try to relieve and try to lift the control that the Iron Queen has over her forces. Because if they don't, they can be in a whole world of trouble. But anyway, that is what happens. That's how 209 ends. Now, like I said, if you listen to this because you like to be spoiled or you want to be intrigued and kind of think about in your mind how it's going to play out in the next 2 issues, go ahead. But the truth is, if you don't want to be spoiled, like I said, and you just turn down the volume, that's fine. But anyway, but yeah, That's exactly what's going on with Nicole's character right now in the story. Apparently, she's back to normal, but she and Sally have come up with the plan that now that Nicole is more stronger and more immune to any of the Iron Queen's magic and control, that Nicole will continue to act as if she's under the Iron Queen's control, while the others, while Sally, Sonic, and Monkey Kong and Tails, go to the Dragon Kingdom and try to take care of business there. So again, if you want to be, if you're listening to this and you want to be intrigued, this kind of makes you think. How does everybody else get free? Well, apparently, how Amy and Antoine and Bunny and all of them get freed. Well, I think you got your answer, but you got to figure out how does she approach this. That's what makes you think. And also, you got to give Ian, despite how you might feel about him as a writer, and how you feel about him when it comes to certain forms and places, certain forms that he owns or certain sites that he's on or a co-owner of. You got to give him credit that what he's doing with Nicole right now is sort of like a nod to Sadie M. Basically, if you remember in the second season, for the majority of the second season of Sadie M, Uncle Chuck, excuse me, Uncle Chuck was a spy that pretended to act like he was under Robotnik's control towards the very end, and even afterwards continued to pretend he was under. Well, basically, continued to spy on him under a different disguise. You get what I'm saying. Basically, what Ian's doing here is sort of giving a nod towards that. So, you got to applaud him for that. But anyway, I thought I'd just kind of let you know the status of the Iron Nicole slash Nicole situation in this current storyline. Again, it's sort of a nod, if you will, to the second season with Uncle Chuck as a spy. So, really, that's all I'm going to say. And if you got any comments, go ahead and post them. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.